With the furlough scheme coming to an end this month, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, has announced an extension to his new job support scheme. But what does it mean for you as an employee if you're placed on the new version of furlough? How much can you claim? What can you expect? And who qualifies? All coming up in this video. Hello, I'm Martin Bamford, a chartered financial planner at Informed Choice, and in this video I'm explaining the extension to the Chancellor's new job support scheme. So on Friday, Chancellor Rishi Sunak announced this extension because furlough is coming to an end as we know it at the end of this month, the end of October, and starting on the 1st of November, we're seeing an extension to the job support scheme. So what I'm going to do in this video is explain how it works, who qualifies, what it all means, and also share some of the facts and figures with you so you can know what to expect. The first thing to say and point out is that these details are for businesses which are forced to close in England, and that's because employment support schemes like this are completely devolved. So the local governments in Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland will need to make their own decisions. Now, Rishi Sunak did announce £1.3 billion of funding for those devolved governments, so they can decide how to spend that, which businesses and which employees to support with that funding. And the extension to the new job support scheme will apply to businesses in England which are legally forced to close as a result of a local or national lockdown. And when that happens, it means that employees will be able to be placed on furlough. They won't be able to do any work for their employer during that time. And they will receive a government grant of up to 2/3 of their wages. Now, that government grant will be capped at £2,100 per employee per month, and it will be paid every 2 weeks. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this scheme starts on the 1st of November, so it picks up from where the original coronavirus jobs retention scheme or furlough left off. That one closes on the 31st of October. And as well as applying to businesses which are their premises are forced to close because of coronavirus restrictions, it will also apply to businesses which are forced to do delivery or collection services only, and also food and drink businesses which are forced to just serve customers outside. So it's not just businesses where the premises have closed entirely, there are some other qualifying circumstances as well. Now, as the furlough scheme came to an end this month, employers were required to contribute towards the cost of furlough, first of all 10%, then 20%. With this extension to the new job support scheme, there's no employer contribution at all. Employers, if they wish to, can top up the salary from 2/3 to 100% or anywhere in between, but they won't be forced by the government to make a top up or make any contribution to the grant. However, employers will need to pay employer national insurance contributions and also the minimum employer pension contribution. So there will be a cost to employers who participate in this scheme. While the scheme starts on the 1st of November, there is going to be a review point after 3 months, so in January, and then the scheme is intended to close after 6 months, so next March, and that's the maximum length of this scheme. In order to qualify, employees need to be completely off work for 7 consecutive days, and they're unable to do any work at all for their employer during that time. Now, if it's like the furlough scheme, then employees who have been furloughed will be able to do certain types of training. They can also do voluntary service, and they can work elsewhere. They can work for other employers as long as their contract of employment permits that to take place. Now, as well as this extension to the new job support scheme, there's also going to be some grants, completely non-refundable, non-repayable grants to businesses which are forced to close in England. And those grants can be worth as much as £3,000 a month. And much like the grants which were paid as business interruption grants at the start of the pandemic, these grants and the amounts payable will be based on the rateable value of businesses. So businesses with a rateable value of up to £15,000 will receive a grant of £1,300 a month, and then businesses with a rateable value between £15,000 and £51,000 will receive a grant of £2,000 a month. It's those businesses with a rateable value of more than £51,000 that will receive the maximum possible grant, £3,000 a month, and these grants will be paid paid every 2 weeks. So that's what you need to know about the extension to the new job support scheme. I'm sure there'll be lots more detail available in the coming weeks ahead of its launch on the 1st of November. HM Revenue and Customs are always very good at publishing help pages for employers and also explanations for employees. So if you find yourself in that situation of your business being affected by a local or national lockdown, go along to HMRC, look up the information there and make sure you apply for the grants and for the support, the financial support to which you're entitled. I hope you found that video useful. Please do press the like button below, leave a comment, and also leave a comment with any questions you have about this extension to the new job support scheme. I'll be very happy to answer them for you. Do subscribe for more videos just like this, and until next time, thank you for watching.